Hello everyone, I hope you all will be good and welcome to my channel Civil Engineer Rajni Bhusare. And today in this video we are going to design a one-way slab, and this video is very essential for civil students, so please must watch. So now friends, we will start. I have question: design of one-way slab. A simply supported slab having size 7 meter by 3 meter is supported on beams and having 230 mm width. Design the slab using M20 and Fe415. And here draw the diagram of slab. Its width 3 meter and length 7 meter. Is that clear? And before the designing, I want to explain one important thing: the ratio of Ly by Lx. So their longer span is 7 meter and the shorter span is 3 meter. So now it's calculated
2.3 is
more than 2. So it is one way slab. Is that clear? So now we are designing simply supported one way slab. And after that, our first step is to determine total depth and effective depth calculation. So how to calculate effective depth? So here we have to assume overall depth 140 mm, and now to determine effective depth small d, so their formula is overall depth minus effective cover minus assumed dia of bar. So now it's very easily calculated. So our overall depth is 140 minus effective cover 20, we taken by as per IS code 456 table number 16, and now minus we have to assume dia of bar 10, so it will be 10 by 2, and now it is calculated. So our effective depth d, it is 125 mm. Is that clear? And our next step is to determine the effective span. So friends, what should we do to determine the effective span? So we have two parameters. First is center to center distance between supports, and second is clear span plus effective depth. So these parameters are taken by as per IS code 456 on page number 34 and clause number 22.2. You can see in IS code. So here clear span in sorted direction. So first draw the diagram of beam. Its width 230 mm and also this is 230 mm, and its clear span 3000 mm. So here now calculated. So our clear span in sorted direction 3000 plus width of beam 230 by 2 plus this is also 230 by 2. So the value of 3230 mm. And the second is clear span. So our clear span is 3000 plus 125. So our value it is 3125 mm. And now it is lesser value. So our lesser value is 3125 mm. And now our effective span L is equal to 3125 mm. And we can say that in meter. So our effective span is 3.125 meter. Is that clear? And our next step is to determine the design load and factor moment. So design load calculation is very important in one-way slab, and how much load in particular slab is carrying, and we have completely design calculation already. So you can see here self weight of slab. So here assume overall depth 140 mm and we can say that in meter. So the value is 0.140 and our width is 1 and unit weight of RCC 25, which is in kilonewton per meter cube. Is that clear? And now we are taking dead load is 3.5 kilonewton per meter, and assume live load is 4 kilonewton per meter, and assume floor finish load 1 kilonewton per meter. And after that all loads will be added. So total load, so the value is 8.5 kilonewton per meter. Apply factor load. It is a very important in design calculation. So 1.5 factor is taken by IS code page number 68 and table number 18. Okay. So now 1.5 multiply by total load 8.5. So here it is 12.75 kilonewton per meter. Is that clear? And after that, to determine the factor moment. So factor moment is denoted by mu and their formula is WL square by 8. So all value put in this formula. So our W we have calculated 12.75 and our effective span is 3.125 square by 8. So now it will be calculated. So our MU here it is 15.56 kilonewton meter. Our next calculation is to determine the effective depth required. So now we have D provided, we have calculated 125 mm. And now how to calculate effective depth required? So their formula is mu is equal to 0.138 FCK BD square. So by this formula we will get effective depth required. So all value put in this formula. So first mu is equal to 15.56 into 10 to the power 6 and 0.138 into we are taking FCK 20 and our B is 1000 and D it's to determine. And now all value will be calculated. So our D required is equal to 75 mm. And now D provided is more than D required. So hence okay. And our next step is area of main reinforcement. So area of main reinforcement is very important in design of one-way slab. So how to calculate area of main reinforcement? So firstly you can see here our MU we have calculated 15.56 into 10 to the power 6 which is in Newton mm. And now here calculated percentage of reinforcement. So their formula is 50 FCK by Fy 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6 mu by FCK BD square. Is that clear? And after that we will calculate percentage of reinforcement. So all value put in this formula. So we will get percentage of reinforcement. It is here 0.29%. Okay. And now we will calculate area of steel. So their formula is PT upon 100 into 1000 into D. Here it is 362 mm square. And after that using 10 mm dia bars, so area of 1 bar, their formula is pi by 4 into D square. So our D is 10. So now calculated the value is area of 1 bar 78.5 mm square. Is that clear? Also we required spacing. So spacing 10 mm dia bars. So their formula is area of 1 bar by AST into B. So the all value put in this formula. So our value is it is 216.8 mm. Is that clear? And therefore spacing provided 10 mm dia bars 215 mm center to center. Are you getting the point? Let's see check spacing for main reinforcement. So there the formula should be 3D and we have two parameters, first and second. It is taken by IS code 456 page number 46 clause number 26.3.3b. Okay. And now first is 3D. So our we have calculated D 125. So the value here it is 375 mm and second is 300 mm. So now our spacing 215 is less than 300 mm. So hence okay. So our next step is distribution steel. It is a calculation of distribution steel. And firstly you can see here our percentage of reinforcement we are taking 0.15% and it is taken by IS code page number 48 and clause number 26.5.2.1. Is that clear? And also using FE 415. So what should we do? So how to calculate area of steel? So their formula is PT upon 100 into B into D. So all value put in this formula. So we will get AST 210 mm square. Okay. Now using 8 mm dia bars. So here area of 1 bar, their formula is pi by 4 into D square. So our D is 8 mm. So we have calculated area of 1 bar. So the value it is 50.24. There put into B is 1000 by our AST. We have calculated 210. So it is calculated. So our spacing is 239 mm. Is that clear? And after that provide 8 mm dia bars 225 mm center to center. And also provided AST also will be calculated. So our area of 1 bar 50.24 and our spacing is 225 into 1000. So our provided AST is 223 mm square. Is that clear? So it is a distribution steel calculation. And after that let's see check spacing for distribution steel. And here we have two parameters. First is 5D and second is 450 mm. and these parameters are taken by IS code 456 on page number 46 and clause number 26.3.3b. Okay, so now check spacing for distribution steel. The formula should be 5D. So we have calculated D 125. So here spacing 625 mm and second is 450 mm. So now we can say that our spacing is 225 mm is less than 450 mm. So now hence okay. So friends, our next step is to determine the check for shear. So firstly we have to calculate it factor shear force. It is denoted by VU. Their formula is WL by 2. You can see here the value, here it is 19.125 kilonewton. Okay, and after that we have to determine nominal shear stress. It is denoted by tau V. So their formula is VU by BD and it is taken by IS code 456 page number 72 clause number 40.1. Okay, we calculate tau V. So all value put in this formula. So our VU we have calculated 19.125 there put and upon B into D. So our B is 1000 and D is 125. So now it's calculated. So our tau V is equal to, here it is 0.15 Newton per mm square. And after that to determine the design shear stress of concrete. So firstly you can see our percentage of reinforcement, it will be calculated. So their formula is 100 into half AST by BD and here we take half AST. So all value put in this formula. So percentage of reinforcement 100 into 0.5 half AST into AST value is 362 by B 1000 into D is 125. So here it will be calculated. So percentage of reinforcement is 0.15%. So now we can say that our tau C value is 0.28 Newton per mm square. So here let's check the relation between tau C and tau V. So our tau V value is 0.153 Newton per mm square and tau C value is 0.28 Newton per mm square. So now we can say that here our tau V is less than tau C. So hence okay. So suppose that if we want to see interpolation method, so let me tell you table number 19 in IS code. So there we have one column of PT and second is M20 concrete grade tau C. So there all values are increased and also this column all values are increased and we will calculate tau C value. So by interpolation method, so we will get tau C value is 0.304 Newton per mm square. So in this way you have to calculate tau C value by interpolation method. And our last step is check for deflection. And deflection is a very important in designing one-way slab. And here how we can calculate deflection. So firstly percentage of reinforcement, their formula is 100 into AST by BD. We will calculate it. So all value put in this formula. So 100 into our AST we have calculated 362 upon our B is 1000 and our D 125. So we will calculate it. So our percentage of reinforcement 0.29%. Okay, and now what should we do? So here we will calculate FS value. So their formula is 0.58 into Fy into AST required upon AST provided. So all value put in this formula and calculated Fs. According to Fs value, our modification factor we are taken 1.5 and it is taken by IS code page number 38 and figure number 4 you can see in IS code. Our ratio is span by depth maximum. Their formula is 20 into modification factor. So our modification factor we take 1.5. So our value it is 30. And after that our span by depth provided. So it is calculated. So span by depth provided, here it is 25. And these parameters are taken by IS code page number 37 and clause number 23.2.1. Okay, so now here you can see our span by depth maximum and span by depth provided. So it is L by D maximum is more than L by D provided. So now hence okay. So we have completed our design of one-way slab and after that we have reached diagram portion. So here you can see their section elevation simply supported one-way slab. So here it's two beam, its width 230 mm and also this is 230 mm, and now its length 3.125 meter. It's provided 470 mm, and it's a top portion. It's provided 315 mm, and there it is called distribution steel and provided 8 mm dia bar at the rate 225 mm center to center, and it is called main steel. It is provided 10 mm dia bar 215 mm center to center. Is that clear? And also it is overall depth 140 mm. Okay, so it is a all values shown in this figure, and we can say that it is a simply supported one-way slab. I hope friends you understand all things in this video, and you have any doubts, so please write comment. We will solve your all doubts, and please subscribe my channel, share the video, like the video. Thank you for watching.